Although we know that there are characters that mark people's childhoods and lives, Jack Sparrow is one of them. Johnny Depp created this character from something simple into a masterpiece, and for that reason, he's been acclaimed by fans of all ages. However, the joy was gone once he was dubbed the wife-beater, all caused by his ex-wife Amber Heard. However, after Disney kicked him out and banished him from the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, it seems that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. There may still be hope to see Captain Jack Sparrow on the big screen again. This would be great news and a triumphant return for Johnny Depp to the screens. However, what will be the conditions that Johnny puts on Disney, and how much money are we talking about? Well, Johnny Depp has already given his price. Stay to know all the details.
Captain Jack Sparrow. Captain Jack Sparrow. I'm Captain Jack Sparrow. I'm Captain Jack Sparrow. Captain Jack Sparrow.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
Johnny Depp is involved in a catastrophic situation for his personal life and his career. The defamation trial in Virginia between stars Johnny Depp and Amber Heard has become a furious battleground over the truth of their relationship, with both sides accusing the other of chronic domestic abuse in an undeniably difficult marriage. Lawyers have questioned witnesses in front of a 7-member jury in Fairfax County Circuit Court about the events of what was described as a whirlwind romance that began on a movie set and quickly devolved into a barrage of fights and physical confrontations, the details of which vary widely depending on the account. Mr. Depp, 58, filed a defamation suit against Ms. Heard, 36, after she penned an op-ed for the Washington Post in which she referred to herself as a public figure symbolizing domestic abuse. Ms. Heard then countersued Mr. Depp, alleging that he defamed her when his previous lawyer made statements claiming her allegations of abuse were fake, after more than a year of legal sparring. Many of the charges being heard in court have already been heard in a British case in which Mr. Depp sued the Sun newspaper for publishing a headline calling him a wife-beater, which he lost. The trial, which began on April 12th with opening arguments, is scheduled to continue for a few more weeks. So far, Mr. Depp's witnesses have been called to testify. Later this week, Ms. Heard is slated to begin presenting her case. For what reason is Mr. Depp suing Ms. Heard? Mr. Depp's complaint, which was filed in 2019, is based on Ms. Heard's 2018 op-ed. "I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change." Mr. Depp is not referenced by name in the op-ed, but Ms. Heard writes that 2 years before the essay was published, she became a public figure representing domestic abuse. In 2016, Ms. Heard was granted a temporary restraining order after appearing in court with a beaten face and alleging that Mr. Depp had thrown a phone at her face at close range in an application for the order. The actor strongly rejects this. Mr. Depp had been verbally and physically violent to Ms. Heard during the relationship, according to her application, including a recent incident in which he grabbed her hair and aggressively forced her to the ground. Mr. Depp alleged in court documents that this was a lie and that she was the one who punched him in the face that night. Mr. Depp's complaints claims that Ms. Heard's allegations of abuse were an elaborate hoax that cost him his career and reputation. Mr. Depp brings this defamation action to clear his name, the actor's lawsuit said. But what did Ms. Heard's Washington Post op-ed say? According to the op-ed, she began to face blowback to her career after becoming a public figure representing domestic abuse. "Friends and advisors told me I would never again work as an actress, that I would be blacklisted," she wrote. "A movie I was attached to recast my role. I had just shot a 2-year campaign as the face of a global fashion brand, and the company dropped me." She claimed that she witnessed how institutions protect men accused of abuse in real time. Ms. Heard was named in the op-ed as an ambassador for the American Civil Liberties Union on women's rights, and she claimed in court papers that the ACLU suggested she write the essay and submitted it. Even though the trial has grown into a sweeping investigation into the couple's marriage, one of Ms. Heard's lawyers, Ben Rottenborn, tried to persuade the jury in oral arguments that the case ultimately rests on one piece of paper, this op-ed. What makes Ms. Heard want to sue Mr. Depp? Ms. Heard's countersuit against Mr. Depp, filed in 2020, is also being considered by the jury. Mr. Depp is the target of Ms. Heard's defamation suit, but the words at issue were made by his former lawyer, Adam Waldman, who told the British tabloid The Daily Mail that the actress's allegations were an abuse farce. Mr. Depp approved and collaborated with Mr. Waldman, who was operating on his behalf to attempt to destroy and defame Ms. Heard in the press, according to her lawsuit. What did Mr. Depp say during his deposition? Mr. Depp stated that he had never struck any woman, including Ms. Heard. Instead, he claimed that Ms. Heard was the aggressor in their relationship, frequently escalating into physical aggression with violent tirades and demeaning name-calling. It could begin with a slap, it could begin with a shove, it could begin with throwing a TV remote at my head, throwing a glass of wine in my face, Mr. Depp said. Mr. Depp said that he had never struck Miss Heard or any other woman in his life. Instead, he claimed that Miss Heard was the aggressor in the relationship, engaging in emotional outbursts and demeaning name-calling that frequently turned physical. The tip of my finger had been severed, and I was looking directly at my bone sticking out, he testified. However, Depp did not know at the time that it would be his last time as Jack Sparrow. What happened to Disney? In his defamation trial in the United States, Johnny Depp's talent manager testified on Monday that the actor lost a $22.5 million deal to star in a sixth Pirates of the Caribbean film after his ex-wife, Amber Heard, published an op-ed in which she called herself a public figure representing domestic abuse. Because Mr. Depp's case against Miss Heard argues that her op-ed, published by The Washington Post in December 2018, devastated his reputation and career, the exact timing of when Mr. Depp was severed from the Pirates franchise has become a key topic in the trial. Even though the op-ed does not identify Mr. Depp by name, he claims it plainly refers to their connection. Miss Heard has accused Mr. Depp of routinely beating her during their relationship, which he denies. Jack Wiggum, the actor's talent manager, testified in Fairfax County Circuit Court in Virginia that the actor had a verbal agreement with the Walt Disney Company to reprise his role as Captain Jack Sparrow in a proposed sixth film, but that it became clear in early 2019 that Disney was going in a different direction. After the op-ed, it was impossible to get him a studio film, said Mr. Wiggum, who has represented Mr. Depp since 2016. Miss Heard's lawyers have argued that it was Mr. Depp's own actions, not the actress's op-ed, that damaged his career, attempting to show through cross-examination of Mr. Wiggum that Mr. Depp lost his Pirates role before the article was published. However, we know very well that Disney is an industry that likes its reputation to be intact, so it was to be expected that it would take matters into its own hands and remove Depp from its list of collaborators to protect its image. However, strong rumors have circulated about a possible strong negotiation between Disney and Depp's representatives. Could it be that he will be the famous Jack Sparrow again? Well, it seems that Disney is willing, but Johnny is not. If Disney offered Johnny Depp a role in the Pirates of the Caribbean 6, he says he would decline. Depp made the remarks during his cross-examination in the defamation trial against ex-wife Amber Heard. Depp reportedly informed the courtroom on Wednesday that he would decline the opportunity to return for Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean 6 sequel. Ben Rottenborn, Heard's lawyer, cross-examined Depp on the stand, focusing on Depp's assertions that Heard's op-ed cost him the part. That is accurate, Depp said when Rottenborn openly asked if Depp wanted to return to the franchise in the first place. Below is a video of Rottenborn and Depp's back and forth during Wednesday's cross-examination.
Fact is, Mr. Depp, if Disney came to you with $300 million and 1 million alpacas, nothing on this earth would get you to go back and work with Disney on a Pirates of the Caribbean film.
That is true, Mr. Rottenborn.
However, could it be that social and fan pressure may make Johnny change his mind? Or make Disney give Johnny the amount of $300 million and 1 million alpacas? Do you think that's possible? That Johnny Depp and Disney reach a favorable negotiation? While it is true that Jack Sparrow is an emblematic figure of Disney and is also the main character of Pirates of the Caribbean, without Jack Sparrow, fans no longer want Pirates of the Caribbean. What will Disney do? What decision will Johnny make? Would you like to see him again in this character or others? Leave us your theories and comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any news from your favorite celebrities. See you in the next video.